Alright, what's up? We're doing another drift prep video. Today I need to install some battery related stuff. First of all, I need a tie down here. So that'll go over the battery, hold it in place. The other thing here is this positive battery terminal cover. Here's the part number for that if you're looking to get one yourself. Another thing, possibly looking to do seat bracket for fire extinguisher, so I picked up this H&R Performance. I got it on eBay. After the fact, I realized I need to get another mount for that from them. But I talked to a buddy and I just got a another part for that that'll hopefully work. So yeah, I'm gonna start by ripping all this battery stuff off. I'm gonna get my light here. This one. These were hanging up there. But they don't stick, so this is my light for today. Yeah, your battery tray, pull that off. Mine is all broken, so mine just comes off. And then you've got your positive terminal there, and then you gotta take, I believe there should be clips in there for all that. I don't have them, so I'm just gonna actually pull back up here this and then come right out. So do that, and then I should be able to see. Yeah, you can see that it's down in there. I don't know if you can really tell. There's a hole there that on that metal kind of bracket looking thing there below this fuse box here, and you just gotta hook the bigger hook, longer hook through that. There's 2 J hooks that comes with that, and I'll show you all that. Then the other one, I'll take all this off here. That just kind of, I hate doing this one because I can never get it back in right. Pull all this off here. Just lift up and pull it out here. And it doesn't like to come out either. You just kind of work that out. There's a line under here for your wiper fluid, so make sure you pull that. That's why that's not. It's hooked in there a little bit. See, now it'll come out. It's hooked on that right there. So when you put it back, also put that back in there. So now we have all this mighty junk here. My fuse for my sub and amp here. Unless you have a sub set up, you won't have that. I think what I need to do is slide the battery this way. It should expose. Yeah, so I guess I didn't even do that. The smaller J hook hooks right into that. So I'm gonna get all that set up. Show you a little tip for getting that in, and then we'll start that part of this. So yeah. All right, so what you're gonna want to do for this is, so here, we'll start here. So you've got the arrow here. That's gonna be the long one. This is gonna be the short one. So what you want to do is, it's easier to thread on the nut here on each side. Only leaving like, a couple threads on there. You can't really tell, can you? But you want like this to be as long as possible. So I'm gonna get it over there, and because I have this fuse here, Actually, let me see if I can prop up this camera anywhere real quick. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm moving. Got these in there so they don't fall out. I'm gonna move that so I don't pull it out or anything. Okay, so we've got it like that. Move the fuse here, or I'll move that, you know, when I figure out where I want it to go. I'm gonna bring the camera back around here. Let me adjust that. Okay, so if you see here, right there, there's that hole there. I don't know if it's focusing on it, doesn't look like it. But there's a hole right there. You want to get that through there, started at least. Make sure that's straight. Look like it's close. You might have to adjust the battery positioning, so you know, move it forward, backward. And I'm gonna do the same thing for this one. So you're gonna wanna, I don't know if you can see that, but there is the hole for that. And so you might, what might work best for this is putting this one in here first and then holding it up like this, and maybe even, so with two hands I might like hold this toward me and then kind of thread it on. It's a 10 millimeter, but I'll see what works best for me. Alright, I don't know where I was. More people are showing up. Dad showed up this time, so. Anyway, so I kind of got that tightened in there slightly, just so I can get to this side. See if I can set that up there. But I can't even see now. So that's still in there. So I'll tighten this up a little bit here if I can. Just want to make sure that it's still getting through in through there. I don't know if that's helpful at all, but I might need to move the battery a little bit forward. See if that helped any. I think I'm going the wrong way. What a ding dong. Just tightening her the wrong way. Anyway, it's time for 10 millimeter. I just want to make sure that it's kind of straight on the battery and in the middle. 10 millimeter. Going the wrong way. And we'll start with this one. So it's starting to get snug, so I'll do this side now. Some more of this side. I think I see what I need to do here. I need to get that. Okay, let me redo this side real quick. This side, that needs to go like, let's see if I can show this. I believe this piece needs to kind of sit up on that. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that or what with this one being on here still. So loosen that one up a touch. Maybe this just ain't gonna work with this battery, I'm not too sure. I'd imagine it would. I don't think it's going anywhere, but, you know, it does worry me a touch, but I don't know how tight this needs to be or anything, but as long as the, I imagine as long as the, you know, the battery ain't moving around, which it ain't, so that's, I think that's good for that. But yeah, I'll kind of just have to readjust that a little bit with the fuse there, but let's get this put back together. Alright, so I got this piece here, and you gotta like get it up in here a bit. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this with a hand. Damn. But I'll see. I don't think I'm gonna be able to show that either. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I'll kind of fit that over top there. And actually, I think I got it fairly easy there, actually. But you want to make sure you get your. Where's my light? You want to make sure you get that wiper fluid there. Put back in. Grab that and push it in there, and then there's supposed to be another one, but I don't believe I have that, so I think it's broke. But we'll just put the stripping back on. Weather stripping here. Alright, so that part's in. We'll get this guy back. So you line this up with that. And we'll get my other out of the way. You just want to make sure that all that's lined up good. This one might even be getting in the way of this. Not sure how I'm gonna do that, but I mean, I think it should be good there. We'll put this back into there. Put that back. It's a little two pieces there. Mine are all broke, of course. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to use this still. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. So that's the battery tie down, but I also need to do my positive battery cover. So I'm gonna get all that pulled out and figure out how to do that, and then I will get all that tore apart and re-show that part. So alright, well, it would appear I'm running into a little issue with this being here. That positive amp wire there. So like you set this on here and like yeah, I don't know if obviously like that's not supposed to be there. So I'm thinking I might cut part of this side off here and see if I can get it to work down there, but I'll see what I can do. Alright, so what I think I'll try is for me to cut here and here, However, this is going to take me forever to get cut out because none of this has to do with any of it, but the knife I have is horrible. And I literally found it in the car. It's not my knife. First of all, I don't like the Broncos. So that is definitely not gonna be a quick job. So I'm gonna keep going on that and we'll see what happens. Okay, so as you can see, I actually got it on here and got it to close. So I will show what I did. So pull this off here, get this out of the way. Pull that up. So yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but just pull that off. So what I did, there's that clip or whatever on this side. I just ripped that off with these pliers here, and then I realized I had this, so I just cut that little diagonal there, or whatever, not diagonal, you know, whatever, and you literally just want to get that top part covered and good. And it's not gonna be perfect by any means, but I'm pretty sure it's covering that and doing what it needs to do, so I'd say it's good. And yeah, you literally just get this cover back and line them up, and yeah, it's on and it's done. So that is pretty much that. So yeah, got the Front Street Reservoir sock covers, the Nismo radiator cap, this $15 Amazon air filter that the previous guy put on. All of this stuff was previous guy except for my Front Street socks, engine dampener, and then that Nismo oil cap there. On this side, this side's actually all kind of intact, so I don't go in here ever really. But we got sock here, just, you know, because we replaced the slave master down there. Not slave master, clutch master and slave. So that's all brand new because it was starting to stick on me. So I needed to get that replaced. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna mess with the seats or anything today because this took me a lot longer than I wanted it to. So pretty much just gonna call that there. So yeah, I lost my hat. Put that on because I'm bald. So yeah, that's pretty much this. Really what I have left to do for the car, I gotta do this. I gotta get a fire extinguisher in there. Have the front tow hook from the last video, and this seat bracket. It's super dark in here, but there's the, you can't see none of that, so I ain't even gonna bother. Yeah, you literally just bolt that into the factory front seat, front part of the seat bracket there, and that's really it for that. But other things I am required to do for US Air, let me pull it out, pull my list out here. Looks like I have to do the fire extinguisher, I guess. So And then other things I need to do for myself for the car. I gotta get inner outer tie rods for spare. I gotta change the oil. I gotta buy tires. I gotta get it aligned, and I need to put on the diff brace. And I think that's all that I have to do. So, and today is 21st. Drift day is the 18th. I'm only doing Saturday just because my first ever time drifting. So just doing the 18th Saturday US Air of October. So yeah, just getting set up for that, and I'll document that video, and we'll see how I do, and hopefully, you know, don't break anything too major. But yeah, so next video will probably be me putting in the seat bracket. I gotta get the fire extinguisher too first, which I'll probably do before I make the video. Probably be next weekend before I do any of that. So yeah, we will look for one of them and then install it, and then not much left to do after that. So alright, that's it. Real quick, I just realized I also have to do my Thrash Racing steering wheel, and I have in the fuse box down there, I have a pink 480/30/30. I think that's what it is for the ABS. You cut the two 30s, that should disable your ABS, so I don't have that to worry about. And then along with that and the Thrash Racing wheel, I also have to shit, I forgot. I gotta do something, but yeah, I'm just waiting for stuff to come from Z1. Oil change kit, Liqui-Moly as well, always what I use in this. And then also I have to do a waiting for the wheel hub for the steering wheel. So that's it. Okay, bye.